Hello, all my merry makers. Welcome to All the Things Thursday. And I forgot to say this last week. Happy September. It's been very interesting over here, and to everybody who's been coming back, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. To anybody who is new, thank you for checking me out. All the Things Thursday is my weekly progress check-in video where I talk about all the things that I've been working on in my little artsy world. Not much to show this week. So last week on Friday was the last day for my daughter to be in public school. I have decided to homeschool her. We were having lots of issues with the teacher and thought we had come up with a solution, and then she reneged on that solution, so I was dead. Anyway, so what have I been working on? So I've got one finished project to show you, and then one work in progress to show you, and then some yarn to show you. So this might be a shorter video. I don't know about where you're at, but here in Tennessee, in the morning, it has started to be quite cool. To the point where we're wearing sweaters to school. Well, my eldest is still in public school. He's actually having a great time with his teacher. He actually gets to take either a blanket or a stuffy to school today, which is usually a no-no because he's been doing so well. But he's also prone to drastic temperature changes because he is very slim. And we're working on different approaches to build up his muscle mass. One of the things we're going to start doing is Tai Chi, and I will be going with him. I'm very excited. But because the weather has dropped, he needed a hat, because apparently the ones that I've made him in the past have mysteriously disappeared. So, just a small half double crochet beanie. This is made out of this Lion Brand Scarfie, which it is 78% acrylic, 22% wool. It is considered a bulky 5. They recommend a 6.5 millimeter hook or a size 10.5. I actually used I think I used a 5.5 because that 6.5 didn't sounded too big, especially for something that I wanted to be warm. I think 6.5 is if you want something more drapey, but nothing super special. Just half double crochets in the round for a grand total of 60 half double crochets at the widest circumference. Comes just over the ears, just like we like it over here. So now if you watched last week, I showed you a sweater type thing that I was going to frog for all the yarn, which here it is. And I had made one whole granny square, but it's a little MIA right now. Like, here's what's left making the first granny square. I'm going to keep it and use it to join the granny squares, or I might have to add it on to another granny square if it's not big enough. But here is the second one that I've made, and I think it is almost to the point where it's as big as the other one. So I'm going to try to show you that it's alternating between an open granny square and a closed granny square. I did that because I felt that if I did a closed granny square, it might be too warm, but if I did a completely open granny square, it might be too cool. So I was like, oh, well, perfect middle ground is alternating between the two. And if you would like a tutorial on how to do that, please let me know. I'm starting to learn that not everybody knows all the things. I had to actually explain short rows to a good friend of mine last night, which didn't work very well over text. I was just like, I think I have a YouTube video, and I couldn't find my own YouTube video. It's very sad, and it makes me want to make another one. Anyway, so that's all the projects I've done. Now, I actually ordered some more yarn, off of Temu. I wanted to investigate it, shall we say. There was some yarn on there, and I'm about to show it to you, but the label looks almost exactly like Red Heart. And they were selling 3 for $15, which is not a bad price considering. So they call it Good Yarn. This is their super soft yarn, and it is 100% acrylic. Now, it does not have nearly the same amount of information that we would find on a normal label. Like for knitting needles, it does have a suggestion for knitting needles saying 4mm to 5mm and a similar range for crochet hooks. It does say that it's a bulky 4. It says it's 100% acrylic, and then it has 190 grams. But it doesn't say how many yards or meters it is. But I'm actually quite surprised, because this is quite soft. I mean, it's not like super soft, but it's soft enough that I'll go, I might make a blanket out of that. I actually bought 2 colors. This is more of a light pink coral. And what I was trying to do was match this yarn that I also got off of Temu. It is also acrylic. It is also pretty soft. This, however, is substantially smaller. The green matches very nicely, I feel like. You can see that. Whereas the pink is too corally, I think. Like, you could make a case, but it's a little bit, I mean, I can just look and say that pink is not that pink. You could say the same thing about the green, but not really. No. I'm looking at that now and going, no, that's the same green. It might be a lighter shade of the same green, but it's the same green. And the reason I got that is somewhere around here is an Afghan pattern book, and a lot of the patterns in there rely heavily on pairing a variegated with a couple of other complementary colors. And there was almost, in the book there was like, I want to say 12 patterns, and there was only a couple that I didn't like. So I was like, I really want to make these patterns, and I might choose different yarns than what they show. I actually might... see if I can get this sucker out. Woohoo! Down goes Fraser. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, you can see it. So there's a multicolor variegated yarn in here. And I've got pink in here that goes with it. The green is not an exact match. The orange is not, there's no orange in here to match, but it goes with it. But, I mean, with it having so many different colors, and I somehow ordered a lot of it, I think that is also acrylic yarn. Yes, it's saying that it's a 5. I would say that they're crazy. But it's definitely a different feel than the other yarn. Yeah, I've got two pinks in here. I've got one that's a darker pink that's like from Walmart, and then this bright pink, which I think I've only got one of it. I have no idea where it came from other than my stash. But what I have in here is literally it. So, anyway. So with me homeschooling my young child, my project, the amount of projects I am going to be able to make / do is definitely going to decrease. I'm still gonna come on here and talk to you every week as I am able, and hopefully you'll stay with me in this time of less craftiness. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, especially if you're a subscriber and want to stay subscribed so that the awful YouTube bots don't unsubscribe you against your will. Feel free to comment down below. And if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And if you really like my videos, please share them so that this channel can grow. In the meantime, make what makes you merry. Ciao!